Hello from East Windsor, New Jersey. I'm at the halfway point between New York and Philadelphia. I'm going to show you this Bottle King. This used to be a very interesting, very different place. So I hope you enjoy this one. Make sure to click like below, subscribe, and everything else, and let's go. From 1999 till about 2003, this was home to the Wonder Museum. This was a children's museum, a very fun-looking local children's museum. I do have some pictures, and I'm going to try to match some of those up inside. But first, we're going to walk around the building. I want to give you a scope of how big this building is. It's a pretty large building. It actually goes back quite a bit. They have, I guess, a very large storeroom as well in the back that they have access to that we won't be seeing. But all of this space was at one time utilized for various things having to do with the education of children. And that's pretty cool. This archway wasn't always here. Let me take a look over here. This is the entrance. I don't know if the entrance was always here, but the archway was only put in for the opening of Bottle King. Some of their other locations use somewhat similar architecture. I think this arch is designed to mimic the ones inside, and we'll take a look at them in a bit. According to the Wonder Museum website, which I did dig up through archive.org, it was open Monday through Saturday 10 to 6, Sunday 10 to 5. They were open 7 days a week except for Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day, but they did close early on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Only $8.99 for a kid to come in, $3.99 for adults, so adults are actually cheaper, and no charge for kids 2 years and under. All kids had to be accompanied by adults. They did have group rates and school rates, which was pretty good. And actually, I bet they did a lot of their business through school rates. They had every Monday being Grandparents' Day, where grandparents got half off. And, of course, they had free parking right here. The exhibits included the Explorer ship, where kids could climb onto the top deck of a ship and imagine that they were discovering new worlds. There was a fire truck, and I have a picture of that. We'll actually match up a photo of that when we get inside. It was a 1965 Imperial pumper from the Englishtown Volunteer Fire Department. Dinosaur Valley, where you could dig for dinosaurs and see some different animals there and draw in the prehistoric caves. They had an ambulance, and I'll be able to match up that shot when we get inside. There was a teepee. They had a biplane, which I have a picture of. I'll put that in right here. I apologize for the graininess of the photo. They had very small images on their website, but this was a 1948 Gunther biplane, and kids could sit in the cockpit of it and watch a video about different kinds of flying machines, which I really think I would have enjoyed. Now coming around the other side here, there was also a 1926 Ford Model T Roadster, a Frontier cabin, and a TV studio, which I do have a picture of. I'm going to put that in right here. At the TV studio, it says, kids can sit behind the desk and see themselves on television as a newscaster or talk show host. I'm going to insert the Google Street View picture of when this was a furniture store after Wonder Museum closed around 2003. Apparently, it had also been a ladies' clothing store as well as a Buick dealership, according to this thread I found on Facebook. It's a big building. I think they said it was 16,000 square feet on the Wonder Museum website. It's fun to think about all the good times that were had in this space. There was Spike, the 6-foot-long lizard who lived here that kids would come and see. There were also all kinds of experiments that kids would do right within these walls. There was a whole area where they had the first kid in space, where your kid could go into a little space capsule and learn about space, and also a lot of computer stuff, which was a little more novel back in 1999 than it is today. And all of that happened right here. I'm going to match up this shot from the website. Note the framing here at the very top. You can see that that is this archway here. So that fire truck was right here in the middle of what is now a liquor store. Just kids climbing around on that Englishtown fire truck. Here's a shot. I believe this shot was taken because of how the windows are in the background. I believe this shot was taken here, which means that this had been separated into multiple rooms back when this was the Wonder Museum. Now it's all open and lots of shelves of all the different wines and liquors you could imagine. And here's another shot, and again, you can see that roof line right up there. Kids learning about the ambulance right here. The Wonder Museum also had their own in-house artist. I believe his name was Dale Sinopoli. I'm not positive on the pronunciation, but he would do art classes right here. And they also had a coloring book, which I assume he did the artwork for as well. It featured their dinosaur mascot with a bunch of different things, including their fire truck. So it's pretty cool to see that, and people were learning right here. In 2003, the Wonder Museum posted on their website that they were going to be moving to a new location. It never came to be, and instead they closed down. Many of the exhibits were sent to Discovery House in East Brunswick. They also honored their memberships. I do understand that the sailing ship is in someone's backyard in town, so if you have it, please let me know. I want to come see it. Well, that'll bring this one to a close. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had some fun. If you have any memories of this place, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know more about this place. It sure seemed like a real neat place. Right now, I got to go someplace. I can go that way and go to New York, or that way and go to Philadelphia. I'm going to decide, but what you have to decide is, are you going to click on this box or this box? It's your call, this one or this one.